So I went out last night. So for breakfast I'm gonna have a shake. This is basically gonna do a couple of things for me. It's gonna rehydrate me because it's water. I've got loads of frozen fruit in there for micronutrients, and also I've got protein for breakfast. So it's ideal, easy on the stomach, and yeah, I think I'm going to talk a little bit about bodybuilding and alcohol today because it's very topical since I went out last night. So yeah. Okay, so let's talk about alcohol and bodybuilding. First of all, I know that a lot of you guys know that I approach my bodybuilding and my diet with a very flexible approach, and I like to keep it that way because I believe that is the best way to stay consistent in the long term. Now, I'm not talking about 12 weeks, I'm talking about long term as in 8 years, 10 years, 12 years. So being able to stay flexible with your diet and your approach to your training, it's really going to increase your longevity in the sport and help you to stay consistent, which is a massive part of bodybuilding and your success in bodybuilding. So that being said, when it comes to alcohol, the prevailing argument against alcohol and bodybuilding is that it will ruin your progress and that you won't be able to progress if you're drinking alcohol regularly. And I do agree with that to some extent. There is a line that you can cross when it comes to drinking alcohol. If it's too regularly, you're not going to be able to progress. You'll just keep setting yourself back. That is a very valid argument in that case. But if it's in moderation and if it's only every once in a while for certain events or certain occasions, then I think it's absolutely perfectly fine. Perfectly fine. I approach alcohol the same way I approach if I want that donut or if I want that slice of cake or a pizza just now and then. What I do is I try my best to account for it, either by cutting calories the day of before I go out and have some drinks, or compensating afterwards with extra cardio or expenditure in the gym, or just lowering my calories afterwards. So the best way to approach it is to just lower your carbs. I think it goes 9 calories per gram of ethanol. So MyFitnessPal is great for counting your alcohol consumption because most of the alcohols that I drink would be available on MyFitnessPal and they have the calories there. So you can definitely roughly estimate the calories that you're putting into your body in the form of alcohol. So the way I approach drinking alcohol is it's once in a while, not regularly. And when I do, I drink a spirit, vodka or rum, preferably vodka because rum has added sugar and carbs, which is just gonna bump those calories up even more, which will just mean that I have to lower my calories before or after even more. So I normally go with something like vodka and a 0 calorie mixer like Diet Coke, Coke Zero. That's going to keep your calories down as well. Now, a massive pitfall when it comes to drinking and going on a night out is that you will be drawn towards sugary, fatty foods, greasy foods, and that is normally more damaging to your progress than the alcohol itself. So if you're able to go out on a night out and refrain from indulging in greasy, fatty foods afterwards, then very little harm will be done. That is if you haven't drank too much to begin with. So if you're drinking in moderation and you stay away from the fatty, greasy foods after you've been drinking, there's very little damage to be done there as long as it's only once in a while. And yeah, the next day you'll be tired because you won't sleep properly, you will be a little bit groggy. But I feel like hitting the gym the day after you've been drinking is a lot more beneficial than you think. It'll help push the toxins out of your body by sweating and by moving and just kick-starting your body and your health system all again. So that's my take on drinking alcohol and bodybuilding. Just account for it the exact same way you would account for it if you were having a donut or a slice of pizza, and just stay flexible and stay consistent, and that's all that matters. Enjoy it and be careful and responsible. I'm not your mom. Okay, so just gonna head to the gym now. Got my Nocco. Peach flavor is probably my favorite right now. On about 3.5 hours of sleep from last night, but I still think it's definitely worth going to the gym. Just have to accept the fact that I won't be as strong as an average day of training, but that's where being flexible with your training comes in. Just have to accept it and just move on. And it's better that I go instead of sitting at home and dwelling on the fact that, oh, I went out last night, didn't get enough sleep, probably no point in training, blah 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 blah. It's always better to go train. You'll always feel better after. Alright guys, just going to do a quick voiceover of this because I wanted to talk about how surprised I was by my benching on this day, because as I said in the previous clip, I only got 3.5 hours sleep max, and went in to do my 5x5 for my upper power day on bench, and I got 5x5 on a weight that I would normally be kind of almost struggling with on a day where I got like full night's sleep. So that is a good sign. My strength is going up. I got 110 kgs 5x5 without very much trouble at all, so hopefully next time I'll be able to move up. So I just recorded a couple more exercises for the rest of the workout. Hope you enjoy. I will dip in when I get to my back movement because it's an interesting one. So I'm not sure what this is actually called, but it's a great one for full stretch on the lats, and like the contraction on this is brilliant. So it's basically like doing an overhead like vertical pull down single arm, but you're doing it on the ground like this with the cable machine. I feel like you get an amazing stretch, and you can really pull yourself back from the machine a good few feet so you can get a full extension on your arm. I'm just pulling my wrist down to my waist as far as I can. And you can see here that like the size is coming back, guys. I'm feeling pretty good about this. Arms are starting to fill out so much, so good signs. Finish off with some hammer curls because I really want to bring up my forearms and outer head of my biceps, which is great for that. So hope you enjoyed the workout. Peace. Alright guys, so that is going to be the end of the vlog. Sorry I didn't get clips of everything. I had to delete footage halfway through the workout because my card was full. But nonetheless, I'm feeling like I'm making some serious progress here. Starting to shape up again. As always, thanks for the support. I'm going to be trying to pump out as many videos as I can per week for you guys. And keep the positive feedback coming. I want to hear what you guys want to see. Make sure to smash that like button. I want to get as many likes as I can. I want to get as many of you guys interacting as possible. Subscribe if you're new, and I'll catch you in the next vlog. Peace. Woo, mama. No shadows, no lighting, nothing. This is 100% real.